Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go, young Wk1 ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. For him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ryan. A dump off for Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
And as we all remember, 2020, not the greatest of years for the Eagles as a whole, but you certainly can't pin it on their pass rush. They were absolutely terrific throughout the season. 49 sacks as a unit, the 3rd highest total in the NFL, much of it generated by their front 4.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Sanders, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Down left side on the swing pass. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, it's Patterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ryan. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He was brought down by Foyesade Wk1. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin with a run by Davis. Able to push his way through. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On the run, it's Davis. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons, always dependable, Mike Davis.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, it's Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give running left. It's Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor there to make the grab. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan, and now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Running right, here's Sanders. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part of
it is passes intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A first down carry for Davis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Minshew, 1st and 10. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 44. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's a give to Davis. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, Ryan.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And there to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we...
And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. The 40. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Minshew. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And he's got his big tight end here.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Sanders again.
And he gets gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now it's Patterson.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
89 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ryan going to give this to Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? A good display of power, but ultimately it gets them just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away. Yeah,
the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Minshew. Pass complete to Ward. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Minshew. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Minshew. That's complete to Ward. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. There's the first NFL catch for Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. It's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play.